At 3:17 a.m., the phone rang. Michael froze. Nobody calls at 3:17 a.m. unless something is wrong. He stared at the screen. It was the hospital, and in that moment, his entire life was about to change. But what happened next would teach him and everyone around him a lesson about strength, love, and what it really means to show up. The promise he almost broke. Michael Turner was 47 years old. He lived in a quiet suburb outside Columbus, Ohio. He wore the same thing almost every day: faded blue jeans, steel-toe boots, and a grey hoodie with his company's logo. He worked as an electrician. Honest work, hard work. But Michael wasn't afraid of hard work. He was afraid of something else: failing the people he loved. Visual flashback begins here with desaturated, quick cuts showing a for sale sign, scattered business papers, and a younger, devastated Michael. 10 years earlier, Michael's life had collapsed. His small business failed. Debt swallowed him whole. He lost his house, his confidence, almost his family. Visual end of first flashback. His wife, Sarah, stayed, but things were never the same. Michael became quieter, more serious. He worked longer hours, not chasing dreams anymore, just chasing stability, just surviving. Then came the phone call. 3:17 a.m. Sarah had collapsed at home. Heart condition. Emergency surgery needed. Michael drove to the hospital in silence, his hands gripping the steering wheel so tight his knuckles turned white. He kept thinking one thing: I can't lose her. Hours later, the doctor came out. The surgery was successful, but recovery will be long. Relief flooded Michael's body. But the real challenge hadn't started yet. Sarah couldn't work. Medical bills piled up fast. Michael already worked full-time. Now he picked up extra shifts, nights, weekends. He slept for hours a night, sometimes less. His body hurt. His mind screamed at him to quit. One night, exhausted, Michael sat in his truck outside his house. He didn't want to go inside. He didn't want Sarah to see how broken he felt. He stared at his reflection in the rearview mirror. He looked older, defeated. For a moment, he thought about giving up. Not leaving his family, but giving up hope, accepting that life would always be this hard. Then he remembered something Sarah once told him, years ago, during their hardest time. Visual flashback to a warmer, softer memory of Sarah holding Michael's hand. She had said, "Michael, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to stay." Visual end of second flashback. Stay, not run, not quit. Stay. Michael took a deep breath. He stepped out of the truck, went inside. The next morning, something unexpected happened. His boss called him into the office. Michael prepared for bad news. Instead, his boss said, "I've been watching you. You never complain. You never quit." He paused. "We're promoting you to supervisor. Better pay. Fewer physical hours." Michael couldn't speak. He nodded slowly. That promotion didn't just change his paycheck. It changed his belief. Sarah recovered slowly. Months later, she stood in the kitchen again, smiling, alive. Michael realized something powerful. Strength isn't about never breaking. It's about showing up, even when you're already broken. Years later, Michael would tell his son, "The moment you feel like quitting is the moment your story is still being written." And Michael was glad he stayed, because staying saved everything. Sometimes, success isn't about winning big. It's about refusing to quit when life gives you every reason to.